Your background is completely blank. So this is giving me a very clear check. And I'm noticing you're also wearing white. So I look forward to adding a little color to the situations I get to know
That's
you.
so interesting.
It is. Jesus. Are you born and raised from Boston?
No, I'm actually from New York City, and then at some point I moved to Texas, and then I've been in Boston here, I think, for the last 6 years.
Okay. So right away, I have this female here on this path with this
Oh,
with this house here, just kind of journeying around. So how did you go from New York to Texas? I want to do that first move.
oh yeah, that was difficult. I was 22 years old, and I got married to my husband 8 months into the relationship, and he was doing a master's in Texas, and because of immigration issues, and I had to get him a green card, I have to live with him to prove to the USCIS that we are legitimately married and in love with each other. He asked.
Okay, I'm going to Texas though. How am I gonna get a job in 5 days?
I was not landing jobs in 5 days in Texas.
So I'm gonna go ahead and read you what it says at the bottom of this card now. It says, "The end of challenging times. Things are looking up. A welcome relief. Finding your way to a peaceful place. End of depression or illness. Travel or relocation." So it's interesting. Like I said, going back here, you kind of have this golden road. And have you ever seen The Wizard of Oz? Okay, so with that, at the end of the movie of Oz and Dorothy and her experience, she pulls back the curtain and she reveals what is behind about the wizard. So, what is it in your experience that you would say that you've pulled back the curtain on and you now know the truth about who Annie is?
Who I am? That's still hard. I'm still discovering myself. But what I've come to realize is, I have always looked to other people for guidance, I think. Like, I've always thought other people were smarter than me, or I'd have to wait until I was 35 or 40 until I really knew what I was doing, until the imposter syndrome will stop. And then
next question is going back to the white. Tell me something that's colorful about Annie.
Something that's colorful about me. Interesting. Piano. That I play piano. I started learning piano when I was 26.
26? What sparked that?
I was bored. I started making six figures, which is something I always wanted. So I bought a house, right? That was, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I bought the house. That was something I always wanted to do because my parents never owned a house. So I was like, okay, this is the dream, right?
Yes.
I got the dream.
Notice she's wearing this white shirt as well. Yes, you got your house. You got it.
And then
these different chords. And it's interesting that you picked the Wedding March song. So you kind of started your journey and you're talking about your husband and at the time. So how is that now?
I think, well, it could also use improvement in our communication. Yep. Sometimes we misunderstand each other.
Rada. And what does it say?
Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Experience relationship harmony and healing.
Loving union, connection, and relationship harmony are key at this time. It's important to remember, though, that relationship won't make you whole. Only your own love can do that. You now have the opportunity to find lost parts of yourself. Remember when we were talking about who is Annie? Who was this color? As we were finally adding to this picture. And Rada, with her shaky parents, is here to awaken this loving connection with you now.